You guys, welcome. My name is Heather Jones. I am the #1 intuitive teacher in the world, and I teach the 7 keys. You guys, these 7 keys will transform your life. But don't take my word for it. I have worked with hundreds of women and men across the entire world and helped them go from a 10-10 pain to a 0 pain. And this is not magic, this is truth. So you guys, you have been lied to, and you have been told to silence your pain, you guys. You have been taught that pain is bad when pain is actually the secret messenger of the body. And so every day I teach these 7 keys for absolutely free because when you uncover these keys, you guys, you unlock your truth. And the truth is that you have the power to be able to heal yourself. But the world has created this huge, complicated, overwhelming system. And it's just, you don't need all that, right? The only thing that you guys need right now is your intuition. The only thing that you need more than anything is to start trusting the gift that God gave to you. And that's your intuition. So welcome, you guys. I'm super cash today. Just chilling. It's been a hard Friday. How's everyone else doing today? How's the energies? Because it has been one energetic day in my house. In fact, I'm happy to be on live tonight. So let's talk about the 7 keys. So first of all, you guys, all of my TikTok lives will be on YouTube now. So I'm super excited about that. So if you have had a healing session done or we did you one-on-one, you'll be able to watch that now in the recording. So those are all on YouTube. But you guys, I am just so passionate about teaching these keys because it took me over 10 years and over $15,000 in certifications to realize one of the most important things. And that is that I have always had my intuition. Every time I prayed, every time I was seeking answers, every time I was seeking truth, you guys, my body was trying to communicate with me. And just like you guys have the same gift as me, your body is trying to tell you that something is not right, okay? Your body is trying to say, hey, there's something wrong here. Let's figure it out together. But what we have been taught, you guys, is we have been taught to silence that still small voice. And then when you silence the messenger, okay, the messenger just gets louder and louder, right? And the pain gets worse and worse and worse until you are dealing with unbearable situations, right? There's cancers, there's Hashimoto's, there's fibromyalgia, there's chronic arthritis. So you guys, a lot of these things are caused from silencing your messenger for so many years, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years silencing your trauma. So tonight I want to talk about those keys, right? I want to talk about these keys that will change your life. And I share every single key for free, okay? I have a free guide that teaches you the keys. And then in my $27 guide, I teach you a system how to reconnect with your intuition, right? How to reconnect with your yes and your no. Oh, so how's everybody doing tonight? Because the energy for me and my family has been a little intense. And I feel like globally the energy has been a lot lately because we're being forced to pay attention, right? We're being forced to go within and start asking the deeper questions. So you guys, what is key number 1? What is key number 1? You guys, key number 1 is your body literally speaks to you through pain. So pain is the secret messenger of the body. And so you have been taught ever since you were born, right, that pain is bad, that the second you have pain, you need to run into the kitchen and grab yourself some Tylenol, some ibuprofen, some stomach medicine, right, to silence the pain. But do you know when you do that, you're actually silencing the messenger, your truth. So let me give you an example. So my son 2 weeks ago woke up in the morning and he just threw up in the living room, okay? Normally what I would do as a mom, I would run and grab all the medicine, right? There's sickness in our house. But when I have the 7 keys, you guys, I asked, what was that? Was it physical? Was it emotional? Was it generational? Was it spiritual? Was it absorbed energy? And you guys, what I got was that my son had absorbed energy. And you guys, our bodies naturally know how to remove energy that's not ours. And so my son, being 4 years old, purged the energy that wasn't his, and he was totally fine all day. So how many of you guys have been stuffing down your traumas, right? Your childhood trauma, your sexual trauma, your physical trauma, your religious trauma, your emotional traumas. How many of you guys, thank you gardening, have been shoving down those traumas for years? Now, I can tell you that more than half of you guys watching this are one of those people that have been shoving your traumas down, okay? Because we haven't been taught that if you haven't gone back in time and told that little girl or that little boy the truth about those traumas you experienced, most likely she's still there broken, right? She's still needing you to tell her the truth. And because you haven't gone back and told her or him the truth, right? The messenger has been telling you, hey, there's something wrong here, but you keep silencing the messenger, okay? And you've been silencing the messenger for so long that you're literally putting your own light out. And this looks like chronic sickness and chronic pain. So let's go through the keys, you guys. My energy is a little low today, but let's go. Key number 1, you guys, your pain literally speaks to you, okay? Your pain literally speaks to you. And when you learn how to communicate with the messenger, the pain will leave, okay? Because when the messenger is done speaking, the messenger leaves, okay? So key number 2 is you could be dealing with something physical, okay? I'm not saying that it's all spiritual, okay? But you could be dealing with something physical. But what is it? Because it's either going to be a parasite, a nutrient deficiency, or a toxin. And your body can know exactly with a 99.9% accuracy which one it is. So a lot of you guys are doing parasite cleanses, doing detoxes, right? You're doing all these things and it's not even affecting the root cause. And you're like, I don't understand. Why am I still sick? I've been doing all the detoxes. I've been doing all the cleanses. I've been eating really healthy. Like, why isn't the weight coming off? Okay. It's because you're not dealing with something physical. You're dealing with something spiritual, okay? So you have been lied to about your pain, and a lot of the things that you're dealing with are spiritual. So let's go into key number 3. You guys, I have all the keys listed for free in my free guide. If you want to learn a really fast system, how to test which key will unlock your truth, that's in my $27 guide. So you guys, key number 3 is the emotional key. So there's 7 keys. Key number 3 is the emotional key. So if you have ever experienced sexual trauma, which 1 in 4 women by the time they're 18 will have, okay? And I believe statistically it's the same for men. I just think men don't report it as often, right? So if you have ever experienced sexual trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, religious trauma, spiritual trauma, anywhere from the age of 0 to 25, you did not have the mental capacity to tell yourself the truth about that situation, right? Your brains are not fully developed. So now you're in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, and your body is trying to tell you that there's something here that needs to be cleared. But you keep silencing the messenger, okay? The messenger is the secret language of the body. So when I have pain, I ask which key will unlock my truth. And a lot of people, you guys, a lot of my one-on-ones, I'm dealing with people who have dealt with sexual trauma, okay? They never told anyone, or the people they told called them liars, or they try to keep the peace with the whole family and they make the victim, right? They turn the victim into the person who should be shamed. Like, don't tell anyone. Keep it quiet, right? This is a family issue. Whatever the case is, I know that a lot of people are being silenced and shamed because of their sexual traumas. And I will also tell you that when that happens and you still have not healed that part of you, even if this happened 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, that is literally causing poison in your body. And it's affecting you and making you very, very sick, okay? The same goes with physical trauma and emotional trauma. Any type of trauma that you have experienced as a child, anywhere from the ages of 0 to 25, if you have not gone back to that little person and told them the truth, okay, they're still stuck there needing you. And here's another lie, you guys. The lie is that you have to go back to the trauma over and over and over, right? This is talk therapy, over and over and over again, right? To kind of heal it. No, that's a lie. All you have to do is go back to that little you and tell that little you the truth. And the second she or he hears the truth, okay, they're empowered. You can let that part of you go, okay? So we're going through the 7 keys, you guys. The 7 keys will change your life. Okay, it took me over 10 years and over $15,000 in certifications just to learn the keys, and I give them to you for free. So key number 1, Stop silencing the messenger. You guys, your intuition knows, okay? Your soul knows exactly what you need to do, but you keep silencing the message with painkillers, with drugs, with alcohol, with binge eating, right? With phone scrolling, right? There's a lot of ways that we self-sabotage, okay? Instead of asking our body what's going on, let's get to the root of it so we can clear it in literal seconds, okay? That is the truth. So let's go to the next key. You guys, the next key is the generational key. Okay, there are 7 keys. We're at the next one. Generational trauma, okay? Generational trauma has been proven through science. It's called epigenetics. They have proven that people can have fears, phobias, sicknesses, diseases that are not even theirs. They were inherited through your parents, okay? You can be adopted and never even known your dad, or you can be adopted and never even known your birth mom, right? And you can take those generational traumas from them, okay? What does that look like, right? So my dad served, or my dad's dad and his dad, right? They served in the army, okay? We know what happens with people who serve in the war, right? They see horrific things. They come home and they experience extreme PTSD, okay? Some of them use alcohol to escape because it's just too much. Well, when you are not capable of healing those things or those traumas, it gets passed down into your DNA. And it's like a self-preserving mechanism, right? So when they studied mice and they tortured mice or did things with certain scents or smells, these mice would stay away from certain scents or smells, right? They'd have phobias or fears, or they'd stay away from things. So there might be some things that are sabotaging you, and it doesn't even have to be physical. It could be with money, right? You could have generational beliefs about money, about scarcity, about poverty. So you guys, these keys work not just for the physical, but they work for the money too. So when's the last time you asked your body, do I have an emotional block around money? Do I have a generational block from receiving money? Okay, so these keys are so powerful. So make sure you get the free guide. If you want the $27 guide, you guys, I teach you exactly how to get your yes or no in seconds. So the system I teach in my $27 guide. Thank you, Danielle. This is the mommy doesn't care, and I'm just here. Look. This is the mama don't care. Look. So this is the bougie trailer park. Okay, these keys work no matter where you're at. Look. So thank you for appreciating the look. Okay, you guys. So these keys work for everything. Let's go to the next key. Where are my empaths? Where are my empaths? Okay. Where are the people in here who just absorb energy? You walk into a room, you can feel energy. Okay. You see and sense toxic people instantly, right? Your like red flag goes off. Hey, Lady Scorpio, welcome back, Queen. How you feeling today? Yeah. And you guys, the sad thing is most empaths, the reason why you're an empath is because as a child, you had to learn to be on alert, right? You learned through trauma, right? To scan the room, to know if there's any danger, to see a shift in emotion, right? Because we knew that we had to be on top of it if we had to de-escalate or if we had to leave, right? It's a protection mechanism, empaths, okay? And so what we do, right, is we notice energy right away because that part of us, you guys, has been heightened, okay? A lot of you guys are living actually in your third eye because that's been totally awakened. We're not actually grounded in our bodies, but I digress. So a lot of you guys who are absorbing people's energy, right? You're absorbing people's energy because you can feel the energy, but a lot of times what happens is, do you guys know you can be sitting next to someone and have no clue they're having the worst day of their life? And then our energies bounce off of each other. And about 20 minutes after sitting next to someone, your energies are actually connected, okay? But when you leave, you take some of their energy with you. And then you wonder, why am I so exhausted? Why am I so tired? Why do I all of a sudden have a headache or a stomach pain or chest pain? It could be because you literally just absorbed the energy from somebody in the room 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Now, yes, we can change this. Now, what does that mean for us empaths who've been doing this for years? You're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and you've been doing this, okay? That could be the key to why you're so exhausted, is because you could have hundreds of absorbed energies. And so how do you know, right? How do you know? You can test, right? So when you have your yes and no, right, which is your gift, you guys, it's your gift. When you learn how to test yes or no and you have the 7 keys, you can ask, did I absorb someone's energy? If you got a yes, you can clear it instantly. And you guys, I have seen literal people with 10-10 pain go to a 10 pain to a 0 pain in literal minutes. And all it was 1 key, whether that was emotional, generational, absorbed, okay? So you guys, these keys work. I have worked with hundreds of people across the entire globe. Okay, these keys are universal. They're not religious. They don't care what color you are. They don't care how you worship or who you worship to. Okay, all these keys care about is unlocking your truth. Okay, and when you unlock your truth, you guys, you heal yourself. Okay, not only do you heal your physical pain, you can heal your money blocks. You can heal the bad relationships, right? Why do you keep inviting toxic relationships into your life? It's because there's something in you that's broken, that needs to be rewritten. There's some type of childhood trauma or beliefs that you deserve to be treated a certain way, and then you attract people who will treat you that way. The second that you eliminate that belief or change it, you guys, you will attract better people, okay? I know this for a fact because in my 19s, in my early 20s, I attracted a-holes, right? Massive a-holes. Because inside of myself, I believed that I was unworthy and I was not good enough. So I attract men who treated me that way. Rock. Hey, Rock, welcome back. How has the guide been going? Have you been using the guide to try to clear that sciatica? We can test you tonight and get that. See if we can get that done. So you guys, today has been a day. Let's just say that. And I still chose to come on and teach the keys for free because people need to hear these keys, right? People need to know that it's super simple. Like, it is super simple to know what's wrong with you, to know why I don't have any money in my bank account, to know why I keep manifesting jerks, to know why I keep allowing my family to treat me like garbage, right? To know why I keep allowing my coworkers or bosses to treat me poorly, okay? So whatever is going wrong in your life right at this very moment, I want to tell you that these keys will tell you exactly why. Why do I have pain? Why do I have no money in my bank account, right? Is it because you have an emotional trauma? Is it because you have absorbed energy? Is it because something generationally? Good, Rock. Okay? So Rock got the guide we worked on, Rock. So we'll work on you again, okay? Probably not till like 11 o'clock. So let me know if you can hang on that late. So you guys, we're going through the keys. There's 7 keys. I give you all the keys for free. If you want to learn the fastest system, how to get a yes or a no, I teach that in my $27 guide. And you guys, this is the same exact system that I paid a lot of money for to learn in Germany called Innerwise, okay? And it's so easy to get your yes and your no that your kids can do it, okay? It's so easy. Your kids can do it. And then you guys, the 7 keys, I list all the questions because the truth is that the second you learn how to start asking the right questions, intuitively ask the right questions, and you have your yes and no, you'll become unstoppable. You literally will know exactly how to do everything. What's the next step? What's the next step? Okay? Yeah. So let's go to the next key. Okay? So the next key is the spiritual key, my favorite key ever, okay? Why is the spiritual key my favorite key? Because I grew up always knowing there was a God. Like, I never, ever doubted my entire life that we weren't created by something magnificent. And you guys, also as a child, when I was 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, I was spiritually attacked by demonic entities, okay? So Julie, if you click my profile picture twice, it'll bring you to my profile in the Stan store. I have a Stan store link. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Soul Shifter. Soul Shift Creator. Thank you. So you guys, as a child, I had horrific night terrors. I would be terrified to go to bed at night because I would be terrified in the nightmares I was going to have. And I would stay up as late as I can, right? Force myself to stay awake because I knew that I was going to have horrific nightmares. And you guys, I would wake up in the middle of the night sleep paralysis, right? Thank you, Jason. How are you doing today? So you guys, I had experienced the dark. Now, I was not worshiping Satan. I was a little girl and the veil was very thin for me, okay? And I also know I came here intentionally. So the spiritual realm was very active in my home. Not the good kind, right? My parents were in a volatile relationship. They were fighting a lot. My mom was kind of living a double standard life. So it just invited those entities right in. And so I would wake up literally like trying to scream and I couldn't. And then in front of my door would be a shadow figure. And then those shadow figures would shapeshift, right? And shapeshift in front of my parents' bed. So I could never get to my parents. So I'd be literally terrified in my bed, not knowing how to pray, right? Not knowing that I had the power to send them away, but I had to endure it. So I would just sit there absolutely terrified in my bed. And so this happened from age 3 to age 7. And then my parents got divorced and we actually moved out of that house into a trailer park with my dad and his girlfriend. And I stopped seeing them for a long time. And I later found out that the reason why I stopped seeing them, thank you, Kelly. Yes. Soul Shift Creations. It's a lonely silence as a child. I feel for you too. Oh, yeah. It was very lonely. So you guys, when I was 21, I started experiencing severe migraines. So we're talking about the spiritual key, you guys. So we're going to get to why the spiritual key is important. So I teach the 7 keys. We're on the spiritual key. Okay. Get my free guide if you're just joined and you're like, what are they talking about? So the spiritual key unlocks truth. So I saw them when I was a little child, the demonic, right? The scary. And then when I was 21, you guys, I started developing severe migraines. Okay. Long story short, I went to the doctor. He referred me to a specialist. He said, oh, you're just having migraines. Put me on an extreme migraine medication called Imitrex. And you guys, if you read the side effects, I'm surprised it's even still on the market. Okay. But I took that for almost a decade. When I was 32, so this was over a decade, right? I went to an event, a meeting where I couldn't get to my medicine and I was freaking out. Because if I didn't have my medication or my medicine, I knew I would go to the emergency room. Okay, that's how bad my migraines were. And I had a friend check in who was a healer. Okay, she was in the holistic realm. And she connected and said that I was being attacked by legions of entities. And you guys, I felt chills go up my spine. I knew she was right. And so I went in the bathroom and I cast out in the name of Jesus. And that was the first time in over a decade that I did not have a full-blown migraine. Okay. So that was proof to me that the spiritual key, right? You could be having physical pain right now, and it's actually demonic, an unclean spirit, a familiar, a fiery dart of the adversary, a curse, a hex, right? It's something spiritual warfare that we just can't see. And so I had personal experiences and I have a personal testimony that I have worked and cleared people with physical pain. The second that we acknowledge what it is, usually people like the pain intensifies, but we clear it instantly. So the truth I want to share with you is not to be scared because when I talk about these things, it's almost to me like, oh, it's just the flu. It's like a fly, an annoying fly, and I just send them on their way. Okay. But as a little child, it's different. As a little child, you don't understand how powerful you are. So if you're a parent and you have kids and they say there's a monster in their room or they're terrified, believe them, just pray over their room or cleanse their room, right? Ask that they be surrounded by angels of light and love. Okay. I wish my parents would have done that for me. But long story short, you guys, I discovered, right, the spiritual key. So every key I teach, you guys, I teach because I embody each key. I embody each key. I lived through the emotional trauma. I lived through physical trauma, sexual trauma, religious trauma. I've lived through generational trauma, okay? I absorbed energy and then the spiritual key. So for all of you guys who experience that stuff, right? I'm just here to tell you you're so powerful and you can test exactly what it is and you can clear it, okay, in seconds. Thank you, Adam. Soulborn kills the good gut bacteria and lets them enter. Yeah, they can enter for a lot of different reasons, okay? Sometimes you don't have to know why they entered. Sometimes you need to know the age, but the second that you test that you can clear them. Thank you, Nanners. Hey, from New Jersey. So you guys, how many of you guys, and I know there's going to be a lot of you, there's an upside to the spiritual key. So how many of you guys have been dealing with swimming under the water feeling, like pressure under your ears, ringing in the ears, massive, massive, massive fatigue, like sleeping for an astronomical amount of hours in the day? Oh, Priscilla. Yeah, it could be, we could test that. I'll put you on my list. Priscilla. And then we have Rock first. Yes, the name of Jesus does work. It does work. But there are some people, right, who maybe have a different name for their creator, which is totally fine. This is how I see it, you guys. I am a mom. If my son does not call me exactly by my name, I'm not going to punish him or curse him or send him to hell for eternity, right? The fact that he calls for me and loves me and wants me to be in his life is enough for me as a parent to just praise him with joy and blessings. Okay, this is how our creator sees every single person around the world, right? I know for a fact, being a parent, that our creator, okay, whoever you see the creator as, loves you unconditionally and is not going to condemn you because you don't call him or her by their right name, okay? Just doesn't work that way. Unconditional love. Yeah, I thought my excessive sleep was, what did you say? I thought my excessive sleep was due to my depression. There's a lot of depression going around right now, but it's not what you think it is, right? It could be emotional trauma trying to surface. It could be absorbed energy surfacing, generational trauma surfacing. So you guys, the earth is shifting, okay? I talk about this every night. The Schumann resonance is off the charts, okay? That is the energy that the earth is projecting, and it is skyrocketing. You guys, go look it up. The charts are crazy. We are energy. We are feeling that energy. And so our bodies, you guys, are ascending. So the upside to the spiritual key is it's called ascension or integration. So sometimes, like yesterday, or was it the day before, I literally slept for like 5 hours and I was still exhausted. And I tested the spiritual key and I tested ascension, integration, okay? So what that means for you is give your body some grace, go hug a tree, go put your feet in some dirt, right? And so you guys, I teach these keys because I want you to know exactly what is causing your pain. So if it is depression, right, you can know. You can say, you can get your yes and no. I teach you my $27 guide, the fastest way, right? I'm certified in kinesiology, you guys. Kinesiology didn't work for me. Not that it doesn't work for a lot of other people, but it just didn't work for me. So I learned how to test my yes and no in Germany, right? And the system is just so simple, my kids can do it. But what I want you to know is when you have that yes and no, it cannot lie. Then you become unstoppable because you can know exactly what's wrong. So I've been doing a lot of one-on-ones with people, right? And a lot of people are afraid of their own pain because sometimes the pain has taken over their bodies. And so they don't trust their bodies. They're afraid to feel certain things. But I want you to know that your pain is just a messenger. So if you can learn to start trusting your intuition and tapping into the keys so that when I feel something, especially when it's spiritual, a lot of people are dealing with a lot of spiritual stuff right now. If I tested spiritual, okay, I'm going to ask, what is it? Is it demonic? Is it unclean? Is it something bad? I'm going to cast it away instantly. If it's ascension, I'm going to be like, okay, I trust that this message is going to help me. So show me what this message is that I need to receive so that it can clear, right? It's all just a message. How do you test yes or no? If you don't integrate ego with love, you are bypassing. So I say those words a little bit differently, Jack. I say that you cannot spiritually bypass the lesson. So you use the keys to ask, what is the lesson? What is the ego? What is the dark? What is the shadow, right? So a lot of times it is just our emotional trauma. It's the things that we put in the shadow because we were too young to understand. We were little children, right? And some people call that the shadow self. I call that the broken little child that just needs extra love, okay? Or we've done things in our life that we're not proud of. And so we're so terrified. What if people found out that I looked at porn, or, I did this? Or what if people found out that I was, drank alcohol, or that I'm an addict? Or so people put all this shame, right? When the truth is that we've come here to learn life. You guys, everyone's sinned. Everyone's a sinner. Every single person is a sinner. Okay. And God doesn't look at sin in the least degree. A sin is a sin. But the truth is that sin is just your trials and your traumas, which equal training. So the last thing you need to do is be shaming yourself and guilting yourself, right? You learned the lesson. You learned exactly what it feels like to be an addict, or to be addicted, or to hurt someone, and you feel bad. You learned the lesson, right? You learned, I never want to do that again. Okay? So sometimes we have to learn the hard way. That was me, you guys. Were you Mormon? What gave that off? Did I say something? Do you just trust the yes or no when you hear in your mind? Oh, Lily, I'm so sorry. So in my free guide, I do teach you how to get a yes or no using your whole body, right? It's called the body sway. Eventually, as you start speaking with your body, you will intuitively feel what a yes feels like and intuitively feel what a no feels like. So as you start using your body to test, you're going to awaken your intuition. And it's different for every person. As a child, you knew exactly what it felt like. As an adult, we're remembering. So it takes a little bit longer, right? Because you're using your whole body to ask questions. But the system I teach you in my $27 guide is fast. It's like I can test in seconds, right? In fact, sometimes I test too fast. I have to slow down because my intuition's like, nope, that's not right. Slow down. And then I slow down, okay? So my intuition eventually became first confirmation, and then my intuitive testing became second confirmation, okay? So as you use, right, your body to test, which scientists and doctors have proven tests with a 99.9% accuracy. Like you are an instrument that tests with a 99.9% accuracy. So yes, the hardest thing that people have the hardest time doing is trusting themselves, right? Every one-on-one I do, they're like, what did you get? What did you test? And I'm like, no. What did you test? Okay? Because you have the answers. You know exactly what you need to do. And so the intuitive testing just teaches you how to get a yes or no, and then which key to unlock your truth. So you guys, I work with doctors, with nurses, with psychics, with mediums, with healers, with Reiki masters. I work with people who run businesses because remember, I've been certified in several holistic modalities, okay? I spent over $15,000 in over 10 years of my life in certifications. And what I realized was there's not a fast system. It's like you have to do this and you have to do this and you have to do this and know this. And it was taking hours. And I was like, I'm the kind of person that I'm direct. I want to know this and clear it, done. So that is why I created the truth code, because it takes all the guessing game out of it. And you guys can literally heal and get to the root cause of anything in literal seconds. And everybody has that power and everybody has the gift to do that. So after I certified in NLP hypnosis, right? And then quantum healing hypnosis therapy, and then emotion code, and then MAP, and then breakthrough, and then innerwise, and then emotion code, right? Human design. I was just a fanatic for education, but I spent my last $1,000 on a course called MAP. And you guys, all of these are beautiful, brilliant certifications, right? I love them. But I'm just telling you, you do not need to spend a decade of your life or over $15,000 learning this. Your intuition never lies, always tells the truth, and it knows exactly what you need. The 7 keys are just doorways to get to the root cause quicker. So I spent almost a year in certifying in past lives, okay? And it was like a 3-hour process to figure out what the past life was, what did I need to learn from it. Now I can test in seconds. Do I have something past life? Yes or no? If I do I need to know more? What's the message? And then I clear it, okay? I spent years in seminary, gospel, right? Learning about the spiritual key. I spent years learning about demonology, all those things, right? You guys, I can literally write a whole entire book, multiple books on each key, okay? You don't need to know that. Your intuition knows exactly what you need, okay? 7 keys, your yes and no, that's it. You'll know exactly what you need to do for anything. Money blocks, relationship, sickness, disease. Okay, I will say the C word, right? You will know exactly why you got the C word and how to clear that, okay? All right, what are the 7 keys? So the 7 keys are physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, and absorbed. You guys, key number 1 is your body speaks to you through pain. Pain is actually the secret messenger of the body. Pain is just a way for your body to communicate, hey, there's something not right here. Let's get rid of it. But instead of listening to our bodies, we silence our truth, right? We take the painkiller, we take the drugs. And every time you guys do that, every time you silence your truth, it puts a little bit of your own light out. And now we have 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds wondering why they're in chronic pain, wondering why they can't get out of bed, wondering why they're tired, exhausted, fatigued, and literally like on death's bed. Okay? It's because they have been silencing their messenger. What if you don't have any pain but know there has stuff that needs to be cleared? Yeah, rock. Remember I said it doesn't have to be pain, right? Key number 1 is that your body speaks to you, okay? So whether that's through pain or money blocks or bad relationships. Hi, Liz. Yeah. So you guys, let's see, what time is it? Let's do a couple one-on-ones. How does that feel? Let's play. And then you guys, if you want to get my $27 guide, literally, my $27 guide will teach you exactly the same system I spent way too much money on learning, okay? In Innerwise, in Germany, okay? It also breaks down 10 years of education and over $15,000 in certifications to teach you exactly what you need to know, okay? You get all the charts, all the graphs, and then you can do this on your friends and your family. Okay, sold. So first we're gonna do Rock, then Priscilla, then Lily, okay? Hey, Andrea, okay? So for those of you guys who would like me to tap into you, I'm just gonna say this, and for everyone watching, I am not your healer, okay? I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, I'm not a savior, okay? I am a psychic, I am a medium, and I'm a healer for myself, okay? I have all of those spiritual gifts, and so do you, actually, okay? You have we all possess the same spiritual gifts, right? It's just if we choose to use them or activate them or develop them. So what I am doing is I'm just holding sacred space for you guys, and I'm just testing. I have to have your permission, right? The reason why I have to have your permission is everything is done with free will, okay? Jesus just didn't go around healing people, you guys. He went around, he approached people, he asked them if they wanted to be healed, first of all, okay? Some people don't want to be healed, you guys. They want to be stuck in their pain because they don't know who they would be without their pain. They almost wear their pain like a badge. Have you seen people like that? Okay, so Rock, Priscilla, Lily, just give me permission. And then I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do this. And then for all of you guys who are watching, pay attention to how your body feels when I speak the keys out loud, because your body might tell you exactly where the block is. Yep, by their faith. Yeah, by your beliefs. You have to believe that you can be healed to be healed. That's like first. If you don't think you can be healed, you won't. I know that for a fact, right? So I got yes for Lily. So you guys, I use my intuitive testing, and all I'm doing is asking yes or no, okay? So I'm gonna ask first, Rock, are you here? I'm gonna bring up my sassy pain. Danielle, you know I'll treat you, queen. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna pin Rock. Danielle, do you want me to put you on the list for realsies? Because I will. I'll just put you down under Lily. Okay, so Rock, right? We are working on Rock. You guys, I'm also gonna show you and teach you the fastest way to release anything. So remember, I did all these certifications. Everyone has these huge, elaborate ways to process. By all means, do the rain dance, but you don't need to do that, okay? All you have to do is hold sacred space for your body. This is me holding sacred space. And you just have to breathe. Okay? And each breath, you're just breathing unconditional love into the pain. And then with each breath out, you are commanding the pain to leave your body. Now, this is where the spiritual bypassing comes in, right? Like someone says, you can't bypass the ego, right? You can't bypass the lesson. We are using the 7 keys to get the message. When the messenger's done telling us exactly what it is, it will leave our body. So that's what's happening, okay? So rock, we're testing rock. My ear is itchy. I'm ringing like crazy. Okay, so I have permission to test rock. Rock, remind me what we're testing you for. You guys see the filter come off? I'm so glad for filters. Rock, what are we testing for? Oh, and you guys, all my lives are going to be recorded on YouTube. That's why I have this on there. You're like, what is this? You guys, I think my messages are being filtered out because Rock, are you still here? Aw, thanks you, Danielle. I do. I'm like super red. Sciatica. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Rock has sciatica. Thank you, Lisa. So Rock has sciatica. So we're going to be testing the sciatica. Do I have permission to test Rock? I got a yes. Show us which key will unlock Rock's sciatica. Physical, emotional, spiritual. So the first key that I got is spiritual. Remember, there's 2 parts of spiritual. There's the bad side and there's the good side. Okay, guess what? I got good. So there is some ascension and there is some clearing. Lately, though, I have been realizing some people need to do some spiritual work. Is that what is needed here? Yes. Okay, some consecration, some prayer. Okay, so Rock, you are being called to do some like consecration or prayer work kind of around your spine, right? Protecting your boundaries, protecting your energy. That was just the first key. Does this make sense? Okay. So you guys, when I test yes, it's either ascension, integration, it's something spiritual, but I test good. So Rock, maybe you need to pray or bless your energy. It sounds like this might be a point where your messenger is putting a lot of messages, but this is where you're going to consecrate your body for only the good, for only the light. Okay, do I need to know more? Nope. Okay, so show us, is there another key attached to the sciatica? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So then I got the next key is generational. You guys, in my $27 guide, I teach you exactly how to do what I do. And I have worked with hundreds of people across the entire globe. I've worked with multimillionaires. I've worked with celebrities. I worked with beauty queens, right? You can do this. You can do exactly what I'm doing, okay? Generational. Need to know more? Yes. Mom, dad. So generational from dad. I always ask a messenger, do we need to know more? Because we're not spiritually bypassing. Yes. How many generations back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations back. And then we're going to ask what emotion. Can you guess what the emotion is? Sometimes people just intuitively know. Front page, 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23. Grief. Grief. Ooh, Lily. Anger. Grief. Okay, so what is Rock going to do? Now that we've listened to the messenger said this pain in your back is grief that's been passed down generationally, 5 generations back from dad's side. Do you see how that works? So Rock's just going to hold the back, the sciatica, and just I command this grief that's not mine, right? It's been passed down generationally, 5 generations back on my dad's line to be cleared now in all timelines, in all dimension, in all space. And then breathing unconditional love into the back and then breathing out to the pain, seeing it leave the body. Okay? This is exactly what you guys can do at home too. You guys practice it. Make sure you get my free guide. Make sure you share the free guide with everyone. And you guys, thank you so much for tapping the screen. I keep forgetting to tell people to do that. What that does is when you send hearts, it sends this live out to other people so that they can get the keys for free too, okay? Thank you so much. Ooh, okay. So yeah, this is generational grief. So this is grief that your dad carried, his dad carried generations back. Yeah. So Rock, let us know how that's feeling and how that's releasing. And we're going to ask if are there more keys? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Another generational key from dad. Yes. How many generations back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations back again. Okay. Rock, are you a girl or boy? Sorry, I can't remember. And it keeps messing up my testing because I keep seeing he, her. Okay, girl, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Another generational from your dad. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes, front page, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 30 through 40. A girl. 10 through 20, 20 through 30. Okay, I gotta slow down. My name's Heather, yes. 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 30, 40. 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, 33. Insecurity. Insecurity. So again, we're going to breathe that insecurity that's not yours out of your back. Clear that all generations and all timelines, all dimensions, all space. And then all she's doing, you guys, is breathing unconditional love into that and commanding it to leave her body, right? She can command it now because she learned the lesson. She learned exactly what it was, so she can clear that. Okay? Does she need to know more? Yes. There's another key: physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Have we cleared a past life from you before, Rock? Persecutions cross. Rock, have we cleared the persecutions cross from you before? I can't remember if we did or not. So you guys, we're going through the 7 keys. One of the keys is past life. Okay. I thought we did. So there's another part of that, and it's attached to your back. So I want you to clear this persecutions cross, right? Does it have to do with a way that she was? No. Does she need to know anything else? Nope. It's just clearing. So command this energy that's still stuck in your sciatica to be cleared in all timelines, dimensions, and space. Good job. Okay, we're going to ask, is there another key? Nope, that was it. That was it, Brock. So Brock, let us know when that drops down so that we can all support you, okay? So just keep breathing, keep integrating. Okay, Priscilla, are you here? And then Lily, you're next. And then Danielle, if you're still here. Priscilla, are you still here, Queen? And then you guys, those of you who just joined, I teach the 7 keys for free. These are 7 keys to unlock your truth because you have been lied to, okay? Hey, love. So key number 1, your body literally speaks to you through pain. The other keys unlock your truth so you can clear your healing instantly. Hey, Kara. Okay, that's what we're teaching on this live. So Priscilla, are you here? Lily, are you here? So I use the 7 keys to unlock truth. I'm not your savior. I'm not a healer. I'm not a psychic. I teach these keys to help women and men remember who they are. Okay. Oh, perfect. You guys are both here. Okay. So Priscilla first, and then Lily, you're next. So Priscilla, so we're going to use the 7 keys on Priscilla. I got permission to tap in. So I'm just asking yes or no, which key will unlock the truth. Okay. And then whoever the clearing is for, they are doing the work. Okay. They are clearing the pain from their body. Hey, Kara. I have missed you for a while too. Were you in our spiritual mastery course? Because you look so familiar. Okay, so we're working with Priscilla. So we're going to ask Priscilla, which key will unlock the pain first? So Priscilla, what specifically are we working on? I have permission to work Priscilla, yeah. And then Priscilla, what exactly are we working on? And then I'm just going to follow back my top 10. Thank you guys for the follows. I love adding people to my soul family. And if you guys have been on my lives a lot and we're still not friends, will you send me a private message and be like, hey, why are you not my friend? Here we are. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so Priscilla has pain everywhere. So we're tapping for, we're going to use the keys for overall pain. Oh, it's so hot in my room. See my stain. It has been a day, you guys. I'm so glad I came on though, because it lifts my spirits to be able to serve. When you're having a bad day, you guys, charity always helps. Serve your neighbor. Okay, so Priscilla has pain everywhere. So we're going to ask her body, what's the first priority? What's the first priority? Okay, what's the first key? Physical, emotional, spiritual. Okay, so the first key is spiritual. The good side? No, the bad side. So there's two sides to the keys, you guys. So we're going to ask what it is. It's a demonic, it's an unclean spirit. So Priscilla, an unclean spirit. I'm just going to ask a couple questions. I don't fear unclean spirits. Unclean spirits are just people who left this earth and they chose to stay, whether that was from shame or guilt or addiction or fear. And then a lot of times too, if we've experienced a certain type of trauma, those uncleans will almost like bond to you over the traumas. So I'm just going to ask a couple of questions. Do we need to know more? Yes. Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 5, 6, 7. So at age 8, Priscilla, did anything happen at age 8? Tosh spirits. Yeah, I don't know what those are. People have different, ooh, and I got a ting right in my heart. People have different, right, in different religious cultures, different words for spiritual things. Priscilla, are you still here? You guys, I really think TikTok is filtering people out because I am not. Are you guys seeing your messages as they come in? Are you guys seeing your messages? So you guys, we are working with Priscilla. We're using the 7 keys. The first key is, okay, you're not seeing your messages. Okay, they are filtering. Okay, here they go. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Priscilla, are you still here? If not, we're going to go. Okay, you see yours? Oh, okay. I just don't see Priscilla. I think she might have actually hopped off. Okay, so Lily, let's work on you. Oh. Okay, here's Priscilla. All right, yeah, make sure you're here, Priscilla, and you might have slow reception, which it could delay the message. Okay, Priscilla, when I was a child, I would say things that would happen. Okay. So you have spiritual gifts, psychic abilities. Yep. Okay. So at age 8, that's when this unclean, right? So we could just command them to leave, right? Is this causing her harm? Yeah. So it's just kind of like sucking off your energy. So there's 2 options, which I've learned. Okay. I've actually worked with Miss Tammy, and one of her spiritual gifts or her purpose on this earth is to be a medium. To send those spirits into the light or to help them on their way. So Priscilla, you get to choose how you want this unclean spirit to leave you. So you can just command it to leave, right? You can just command it to go into the light. But whatever you do, you just get to decide with unconditional love. So if I were to clear an unclean spirit, I would say I remove this unclean spirit from my body in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. I ask this unclean spirit to go into light if it so chooses, and it's okay and it's safe. And then if there was a trauma bond for the unclean spirit, I would just tell that spirit, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. You don't need to stay here and be in this energy of like victim with me. Okay. I command this to leave in all timelines, dimension, and space. And that will be cleared. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah. It's true, right, Soulborn? Oh, that feels better. Like my chest pain kind of cleared up too. Okay. Was it a deceiver? No. Yeah. So Priscilla, you just kind of clear how intuitively that feels. And then we're going to go to the next key. Okay, Priscilla? So show us the next key. Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational? So the next key is generational. Okay. We all know through epigenetics, we can have things passed down generationally from both mom and dad. So we're going to ask how many generations back and from who? From mom, from dad's side. Okay, multiple generations dimensionally. Okay, and multiple lifetimes. Okay, this is kind of like a reoccurring pattern that keeps happening in dimensions. We need to know the energy. First page. No. That makes sense for the psychic abilities too. Because you can see the future. I feel like you are tied like there's generational gifts in your family. That's why there's dimensional connections. Okay, you guys, time is not aligned, right? It's, okay, we understand that. If you don't, it's okay. Living all our lifetimes in this, every single option in this lifetime. Okay, but this is the present one. So when we clear this one, it clears all of them. 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay, unreceived, Priscilla. So that feeling of unreceived, that could be unreceived love, that could be unreceived attention, money, gifts. It's just this feeling of unreceived. Okay, so command that to leave your body in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. That's been cleared? Yes. Okay. Now we're going to ask, is there another key? Does Priscilla have another key that she needs to clear tonight? Nope, I got to know. So those two things, Priscilla, and then let us know how you're feeling. Yes. Thank you, Kara, for all those loves. So Priscilla, you let us know how you're feeling. Vrock, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Thank you, Kara. Yes, the list is still open. When we get through them, I'll ask for more people. Wow, Rock. I'm crying so much coming up and probably missing my dad too. Yes, Queen. I'm sorry, love. And it's okay, and it's actually one of the most powerful things you can do is cry. Oh, good, Priscilla. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling good, Priscilla. And just let us know, okay? So Priscilla said, wow, that was so accurate. I will come back to you. But I don't want you to come back to me. I want you to get the free guide and learn these keys and your yes and no, right? Remember I said I'm not the healer. I'm not the savior, right? That's what the problem is in this world. We're constantly looking for external validation and healers and psychics and mediums. We got to stop that, you guys. We have to stop. We have to learn and go within and get the answers from within, okay? That's where I am here, is to teach you how to do that, okay? So you guys get my free guide, click my picture twice, and then I have a link in my profile. And then you guys, thank you so much for tapping the hearts, tapping the love, you guys, and sharing, okay? It gets this information out to other people. Yes, it is your faith, it is your belief. It's not bypassing. Oh, I had someone be mean to me when I cried. Thank you for saying it's okay. It is okay to cry. Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys are having a hard time finding my guide, just click my picture twice and it's in my profile. And if you're following me and you come back to me, like you find my page again, you'll see my link right in my profile. All right, Lily, you ready? I have a Lily. My daughter's name is Lily. I knew in 3rd grade, there was this beautiful Asian girl and her name was Lily. And she wrote her name, it's L-I-L-Y from L-I-L-Y for my daughter, but the girl in my class just wrote her name so pretty. And then in her Y, she did a little heart in 3rd grade in cursive. And I was just enamored with her. And so I knew my daughter would be named Lily. And so now she's 11, but it was funny because when I met my husband, I said, we're going to name our daughter Lily. Like, this is when we were first dating. He's like, no. He's like, absolutely not. He's like, my roommate's fat pug dog is Lily. I just won't ever be able to see her. Anyways, I won the battle. And my daughter's name is Lily. And I love it. And it's so pretty. Oh, is it Lisa? Okay. Perfect. So Lisa, I have permission to work on Lisa. Yes. So she says she has lower back pain, sciatica, and extreme exhaustion for years. Okay, so I'm just going to use the overall keys for you, Lily, because your body is going to say what's first priority, okay? And then hopefully that clears up a lot of this. And then tomorrow after you integrate, you'll be able to see where we need to pinpoint. Oh, okay, Rock. Back and sciatica nearly gone, but Phil moved to my neck, right side down to my shoulder. Okay, is this the same pain? Yes. Is this the same emotion leaving the body? Yeah. So Vrock, this is attached to sciatica. It's just clearing up through your body. So just continue to breathe that out. Continue to clear out the generational and the past life persecutions cross. So you're doing great. You're doing great. So you guys, if this happens at home, if you had the keys, right, you'd be able to say, ooh, like now I have a pain here. Oh, and now it's here. right? A lot of times as you're clearing, it clears through your whole body, but it's going to clear where it was first the most pain, and then it'll clear in other parts of your body too. So that's where it was trapped. So it was trapped in all those parts of your body, rock. All right, Miss Lily. So you guys, we're going to use these keys on Lily. I'm not healing her. I'm not a savior. I'm not her psychic. I'm not her medium. I'm just holding sacred space and using the keys to ask her body which key will unlock her truth. Yes, still releasing, rock. Good job. Yep. I got that those were connected. So Lily, first key, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Absorbed. I love that, Soulborn. Even Christ had to do some healing over and over to get it all. Yeah. So you guys, our body, so Lily, just one second. So you guys, we have spent the last 20, 30, 40, 50, thanks for the love and joining, years dealing with all this stuff. And so have you ever heard of healing crisis? Like our body can only clear so much at a time. So it's going to clear first priority. Thank you, I am. I am amazing. How are you feeling today, love? So you guys thank you. I needed all those hearts. That just made my whole day. Thank you. So you guys, as you're clearing, some people say, well, is the pain going to be gone forever? No, because you are meant to experience life, but you will get to a point where the pain, it only shows up here and there. But when you're first doing this, it's going to be layers and layers and layers, okay? But the pain will leave and it will get to a zero. But then the next day, your body's going to be like, oh, we're clearing stuff now? Okay, here you go. Here you go. Oh, this is next, right? And we're just going to keep going. Keep clearing it, right? All right, so Lily has absorbed energy. Does she need to know from who? Yes. Mom, dad, brother, sister. Do you have a sister, Lily? Oh, thanks. You're like, I don't know what those are. It's okay. I still love them. Thank you. All right, Lily. Okay. Did you have a friend that was more like a sister? A female in your life that was more like a sister for you? Okay. So this is who you absorbed this energy from. Does she need to know the age? No. But we need to know the energy that you took. Back page, front page. Okay. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61. Okay. So she was feeling conflict and you absorbed some of that. So this friend that you felt like a sister was feeling some conflict in her life and you took some of that on as your own. And so your body's just telling you to clear that. So hold sacred space for your body, breathe into the pain, and then just command that conflict to leave your body. All timelines, all dimensions in space. And then see where that pain flares up, and that's where it's anchored in, and just clear that out of your body. Yeah. Okay? So that was first priority. Now we're going to ask her body, what's the next key? So if you guys just joined, you guys, I teach the keys for free. Get your free guide, right? These keys unlock your truth because you've been lied to. Okay? You've been lied to. You've been told to silence your truth. On this live, I teach you how to remember, how to heal yourself for free. Okay? It takes seconds. The next key for Lily is physical, emotional, spiritual generation. Or sorry, Lisa. Generation. Generational. From dad. So what is this? We are breaking out. We are destroying lies on this live. So we are teaching people how to unlock their truth, which is tap back into their intuition. And the 7 keys are the keys to unlock healing in seconds. Thank you, Annette. So if you just joined, we already went through the keys, but I give you the keys for free and you can get my free guide. But if you want to learn how I'm doing this and how to do this for other people, you guys, I have a $27 guide. So Lisa has been dealing with all of her pain. She just cleared something absorbed. Conflict wasn't hers. Okay, next is something generationally from her dad. We're going to ask the messenger, which is her intuition, right? The gift that never lies, always tells the truth. What else? Okay, we're not going to silence the messenger. And the messenger says, do we need to know more? Yes. How many generations back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations back. Thank you, Kim. Front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61. Wow, conflict again. That's crazy. Conflict. Generationally. So Lisa, you're just going to hold sacred space, and then you're going to command, I command all conflict that has been passed down generationally to be cleared in all timelines, dimension, and space. And then feel where your body, right? The pain feels tight. Sometimes it gets a little bit louder, and just breathe unconditional love to that. And then just clear it out with breath. Okay? So, Rock, how are you doing? And Priscilla, how are you doing? And you guys, thank you so much for hitting those love buttons. I don't have my mod on. She's Shelby. She usually helps remind people to hit share and hit the like button. So share, like. Okay, so the first one, oh, the persecution's cross. Rock. Oh, Indian jewels. Yeah. So there could definitely something spiritually going on. Not always spiritually as in like demonic, but it could be like generational, it could be emotional, it could be absorbed energy. Yeah, so Jenny. Oh, okay. So how are you feeling now with that, Priscilla? And then Jenny, you guys make sure, Indian jewelry and Jenny, make sure you guys get my free guide. I teach you exactly how to tap in and how to release that pain. Okay, especially for you, Jenny. In my free breakthrough guide, I teach you a technique how to release that pain. Okay? Sounds like you've been through a lot of trauma. Okay, all of us have. Good job, Rock. Oh, good, Priscilla. Good. So Priscilla, just keep integrating tonight, and then tomorrow we can test again, right? You can test again and then ask your body what needs to be cleared, okay? And we can clear these things. Whew, my chest is feeling it. Okay, Lily, how you doing? Lisa. Now I'm just going to call you Lily every time I see you. You're welcome, Priscilla. And then Danielle, do you want me to test you? Lily, how you doing? Does Lily need another key? Or Lisa? Yes. Ooh, Kim. So Kim says, I battle with fibromyalgia and mold toxicity. So a lot of people have, okay, I'll do you next, Danielle. I just have one more key for Lisa. So, and then, yeah, we can use Soulborn too. Good night, Andrea. It was such a pleasure to have you on tonight, Queen. So you guys, fibromyalgia, that would be key 1. And then mold toxicity, you're going to ask your body, what do I need to do to get rid of the mold toxicity, right? Your body will know. If you need a supplement, which one? If you need food, which one? If you need a detox, which one? Okay, your body will tell you exactly what you need to do to clear that and how to clear the fibromyalgia. Okay. All right, Lily needs another key. Oh, it's morning there. Okay. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. All right, the next one, Lisa is past life. Yeah, Jenny, Queen, make sure you follow me. Make sure you for sure get my free guide. Start there, okay? If you guys want my $27 guide, my $27 guide teaches you how I get my yes or no in seconds, right? So I'm certified in way too many certifications, right? I spent over $15,000 over 10 years in certifications. I simplified that into a beautiful $27 guide, okay? You don't need all the certifications or the bells or the whistles. So click my picture twice, and then there's a link in my bio. All right, Lily, Lily, it's the persecution's cross. Is this the last key? Okay, there's another key after that. So Lisa, persecution's cross. Yes, Jenny. I feel like you're going to have a huge shift just doing the breakthrough portion in the free guide. Will be huge for you. And absolutely, if you've had trauma and you feel like that's what you're carrying, you are. Okay? Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you, love. See, that's why I need my mod here so that she can help answer these questions. All right, Lily, Lisa, it's the persecutions cross. Are you still here? Thank you. So that is a huge one. And then you have one more, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Seems like there's always an absorbed key right after the past life. From your same friend. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Low self-esteem. So you guys, when you see Lily come back on, let's let her know. But that was it, Lily. And that will get you down. Okay. You got skipped. Oh, just me. You're still here. I see ya. So I'm going to tap in with Danielle real quick, and then we'll do you, just me, okay? So Danielle, are you here? Absorbed energy, Danielle. From your husband. Does she need to know more? Yes. So what's the energy you're taking from your hubby? Front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62. Worry. Worry. Sweet little husband. So Danielle, unconditional love, and then just command this worry that's not yours to just leave your body and fill it with unconditional love. Does she have any other keys? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Absorbed again. Does she have multiple absorbed energies? Yes. More than 5? No. 4, 3, 2. 2 absorbed energies. Are they all from her husband? Yes. Does she need to know the emotions? Yes. Front page, back page. 50 through 60. 51, 52, 53. Unreceived. So the feeling of unreceived. It could be money or love or... Okay, that's just what you absorbed. It doesn't mean right in this moment, but it was absorbed into your body. Is the next one on the front page? No, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 50 through 60. I am Heather. 50 through 60. Okay. 50, 51, 52, 53. Unreceived again. 2 unreceived. Does she need another key? Nope. That was it. So let me know if that was it. And have that leave your body. Breathe it out. All right. So we have soul and just me. Are you here? Yeah, we have not talked about you or your husband at all. So other than his job. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so soul me first, just me. Okay, so soul me, we're going to do just me real quick, and then you'll be next. All right. And then Lily, I don't know where Lily went, but hopefully she's doing okay. And then you guys, thank you so much for hitting the screen and tapping. Tonight's just going to be a slow night because I don't have a moderator helping me, but that's okay. All right, so just me. Do I have permission to work on you? So you guys need to give me permission because I don't have permission from you. Just me. And then let me know what we're working on. There we go. I got the permission. So you guys, just so you know, I have a $27 guide that teaches you the keys. Thank you, love. That teaches you the keys and exactly how to get your yes and no in seconds. Okay, it is the most powerful, I will say, the most powerful ebook available ever. Okay. Just me. Let's see what we're dealing with. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So the first key is generational. Okay. Do we need to know more? Yes. Is it from mom or dad? Dad. If you were adopted, ooh, okay. So if you were adopted, you can still have things generationally from your birth mom and your biological sperm donor, right? That's what I call. I'm a birth mom, and so I call him the sperm donor. And I'm sorry for your traumas. I will say, though, just me, that you experienced a harder life for a reason, because you will be able to heal from your traumas, and you'll be so much more powerful because of that, and you'll have so much more empathy and love for people who've gone through similar things that you'll be able to help them. Right? The only reason why I'm able to help people, you guys, is because I lived through the trauma and the pain and the spiritual warfare, all the things. So when I teach these keys, I teach them with 100% truth and authenticity. And I can get bagged and hated and like people sending me horrible texts and messages, and I don't care. I don't care. Because I know my truth, I know my worth, I know my value, and I know these keys freaking work, okay? And so just like you're going to know your worth, you're going to know your value, and when you go to help people, you're not going to care what anyone says. So generational from dad, does she need to know more? Yes. How many generations back? Okay, this is dimensionally. So when I start getting back, when I start testing like 5, 10, 15, 20, then I know that this is like a multi-dimensional right thing that's been happening within that family line. So we need to know, what is this emotion that keeps cycling in patterns, okay? Life cycle patterns. Front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62. So worry. So constant worry. So just me. Thank you, BB. You mean I can rock like the homeless gangster ghetto look? Thank you. And Samad, thank you. Sam, thank you so much for helping me in the comments, like truly. Okay, so just me. How are you going to release? So for those of you guys who are just watching, how do you release? This is the fastest way. I have worked with hundreds, maybe even thousands now, of people across the entire globe, okay? Different religions, different denominations, backgrounds, different ethnicities, different languages, okay? This is universal. Breath and unconditional love is the fastest way that you can release anything from your body, okay? How do I know? Because I've learned way too many ways to release. You just don't need that, okay? So just me, you are going to command, I command this generational, multiple generations, multiple dimensions and timelines and space, this worry that is not mine, I command it to release and be removed from my body. Okay? And then feel in your body where the pain shows up. That's where it's anchored in, and clear it out. Clear it out. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Okay, so this was absorbed from a sister. Do you have an adopted sister? Like a half sister? Thanks, baby. Just me. Okay, do you have a friend, a really good friend? Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, age 5, age 6. Someone in your life that was female at age 6. You absorbed energy from. Oh, okay. So you do have a sister? Okay. Okay. Front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62. Interesting. Worry. So you absorbed her worry in your body. So you got lots of worry in your body. So again, you're going to command this worry that is in my body to leave. It's not mine. I command you to leave. Okay? Pay attention to where the pain spikes. Breathe love into that, and then breathe out the worry. BB, if you can't find it, search the truth code or Heather Ashley. I have what in my nose? Something in my nose? I don't think so. I just have a big nose. Maybe snot. Maybe a snot. All right. Oh, you got it. Perfect. So, just me. You're just clearing this worry. We're going to ask, is there another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Generational again. From mom, from the sperm donor. How many generations back? 1 through 5, 5 through 10. Again, this is dimensionally, generationally, not from just this lifetime. Okay? I feel like timelines are shifting, like even right now in this live. How are you guys feeling? Do you guys feel like timelines are shifting right now? 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62. Worry again. Oh, just me. My goodness, Queen. My goodness. Lots of worry. Oh, it is. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I just had this weird wave of energy and I was like, ooh, it's timelining. I'm so glad I remembered it's the new moon because I have some stuff I need to do tonight. Good night, Danielle. Excited to watch your Marco to see what we tapped in. Yes, same name on YouTube. So you guys, these lives will be up on YouTube because somebody asked me, they're like, you did a session on me and I want to watch it. And I was like, oh, shoot. So luckily TikTok saved all of my lives. Well, I missed a few, but that's okay. So they'll be on YouTube. So just me. Is there another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life absorbed again. Oh my goodness, you empath. What did you say? I need to bury a crystal. Right, for reals. Yes, I was one. Bye, Danielle. Sorry, I'm Yes, Miss Me. Okay, yeah. I think did you ask, like, I haven't uploaded them all yet. I did like 3 today, and so it takes kind of a long time to upload. So I'll have them hopefully all uploaded tomorrow on Saturday. Yeah, tonight is the night. You guys, if you have crystals, go bury them in the dirt. Give them some moon. Someone's like, you worship crystals, you're a Satan worshiper, you're not a true Christian. I'm like, God created everything to bring us joy. Like, whatever we put joy into, it just amplifies. Like, crystals are amplified by our energy, and then they just, like, whatever energy we put into it, it like amplifies the crystal, not the other way around. Like, you guys read the book Visions of Glory, right? Like the plants and the animals and everything like praises God, and like when you praise them, they're like, oh, they see me. Like plants, when you hug a tree, the tree's like, oh, she sees me. That's what crystals do too. But sometimes they need energy too. People are just so funny. You're new age. That's what they say. You're new age. I'm like, well, if new age is me preaching to people that they can talk directly to God and they don't need a middleman, then I guess I'm new age. I guess I'm new age. Or we're just awakening and remembering all the BS and like religion. And so we're past that point. We want more. Just Me, how you doing, Queen? Sorry, you have absorbed a lot of energy. Like a portal of energy. Is that part of her gift? Yes. So that is a part of your gift. Is to mirror people's energy. But the problem is that you're mirroring it and then taking it and not giving it back. So I mirror energy too. So when I'm doing one-on-ones, I can feel people's pain. It's a gift to have empathy, right? So you got to set terms and boundaries to that gift. And then you're going to use the 7 keys, Just Me. And when you start feeling pain, you're going to test, is this absorbed energy? And if it is, you're going to send it back to sender instantly. Okay? So it's not a bad thing. But when I test 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and the list keeps going on absorbed energy, then I intuitively know to ask more questions. And so, yes, she's an empath. Yes, she mirrors people's energy. But a lot of us have spiritual gifts with no boundaries. And we don't set terms and we don't consecrate our spiritual gifts. And so they're kind of like free to whoever, right? And there's a lot of energy vampires. There's a lot of toxic people who will just feel good in your presence and they don't know why. It's because they're literally purging onto you. And then they leave and you're exhausted and they feel like a whole new person. Does that sound right? Does that happen a lot in your life? Does she need another key? Nope, those are all the keys, Just Me. Yeah, Indian Joy, we can tap in. Yes. All right, Soul Me. Are you still here? That was a long wait. Where's Miss Soul at? Soulborn music. I'll have to go check out your profile. Do you create your own music? I love that. You're so welcome. Let me know how you're feeling, Just Me. Let me know how that feels. Do you feel lighter? Does the pain feel lighter? I keep forgetting so that other people can see, and it gives other people permission too. Okay, so I'm going to follow you back, and then I'm going to pin you so that other people can know who we're working on. So you guys, we're going to be testing soul-born music, okay? I teach you exactly how to use these keys, and then Indian jewelry will do you next. I teach you. I'm not your savior. Please don't come on here and be like, she's going to save me. Another person that can help heal me. That's exactly what I'm not doing. I'm teaching people how to empower themselves, because someday something's going to happen and you're not going to have anyone but yourself, but you'll have the 7 keys and you'll know exactly what your body needs to heal itself, what medicine it needs, what natural things in nature you might need, okay? I'm not going to go doomsday on people, but, okay, you have to be able to know how to heal yourself in literal seconds, okay? You have to know that if what you are seeing is real, is this an alien? Yes or no? Is this a demon? Yes or no? Do I need to leave my house? Yes or no? Do I need to evacuate? Yes or no? Okay? Okay. All right. Let's go, Soulborn. Yes. So we're going to ask which key. And then I have permission, yes. And then tell me specifically, Soulborn Music, what are we working on for you? Is there a specific or is it overall? Thank you, Nakia. You guys, thank you so much for tapping and liking and sharing. Overall. Okay. So you guys, when someone is overall, I just use the keys and I ask the body, what's the first key? Physical, emotional, spiritual. Spiritual. Okay. Is it, oh, it's the good. Okay. So your body is going through integration. Okay. Body's going through integration. Is there consecration that needs to happen? Prayer that needs to happen? Is there prayer that needs to happen for body? So there's a prayer that you need to speak over your body is what I got. Thank you, Little Star. So some type of spiritual prayer, spiritual work that your body is asking you to do for its body right now. Does it have to do with ascension? It does. So it does have to do with awakening or ascending or maybe becoming more in tune, okay? But that's what you get to do. So now let's ask your body, what's the next key? Okay, Jessamy, still feeling lightheaded. Apparently the mind needs to heal. Yeah, Queen. So keep breathing, unconditional love, and grounding. Like if you can, go hug a tree, put your feet in some dirt. That will help with the lightheadedness. Yes, Richmond, I talk about the free gift of your intuition to know exactly what is wrong with you. All right. So let's ask, what is the next key? Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. So absorbed energy. Do you need to know more? Yes. Mom, dad, brother, sister. Do you have a sister? Thank you, Laya. Do you have a sister? Soul, front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay, 2 of them. So from one of your sisters, one of your sisters was feeling lost and you just absorbed that energy, okay? Do you need to know the age? Yes, 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 15 through 20, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So at age 19 is when you absorbed this energy of feeling lost. One of your sisters felt lost, okay? So you're just going to, and you can do this in Jesus' name, command that this energy, this absorbed energy of feeling lost, that is not mine, to be removed from my body in the name of Jesus, okay? Or whatever you feel like, releasing that from your body. There's another key. Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed again. Are there more than one absorbed? Yes. How many? 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's just 3 more. Do we need to know all the emotions? Yes. Yes, we do. Front page. 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22. So the first one is gall. That's a scripture one, gall. What's the next one? 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22. Wow, gall again. Double gall. What's the next one? 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Guilt. Guilt and gall. So you're just going to command that absorbed energy, right? We take on people's energy. Sometimes we don't even know it. Just to be removed from your body. And then pay attention to if any pain comes up while you're clearing it. That's where it was anchored into your body and you're just moving that energy and clearing it out. Does soul need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Oh my goodness. You're an empath. Oh, okay. Let me ask Just Me. Does Just Me need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Guess what I got, Just Me? More absorbed energy. So I want you to clear that absorbed energy in the clavicle, all timelines, dimension, and space. And then soul, you are an absorber too. You take on a lot of people's that is not yours. Portal. Okay, and that's one of your gifts too. Interesting. To mirror pain. So when you're with people, can you feel their pain? Yeah, I knew it. Okay. So what's happening is you're feeling their pain, which is a gift. You guys, it's totally a gift to be able to feel someone's pain and empathize with them and to know like this is debilitating pain. But sometimes what happens is when we leave, we take that pain with us. Okay, we hold on to it. And so if you do that for so long, it's going to shut your body down. Okay, especially if we don't listen. So for you, I want you to command every single absorbed energy that you have taken on in this entire lifetime to be removed from your body in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space, in the name of Jesus. Sometimes it feels like a curse. So BB, you're not my spiritual mastery course, but if you were, this is what I would tell you. Spiritual gifts are only a curse because you haven't set sacred terms and boundaries to your space. Because the second you set terms and boundaries and consecrate your space, like my spiritual gifts, they're always like on point, right? Because I connected straight to God and source and I set terms. And now that I have the 7 keys, I can test if it feels off. If it's absorbed, it's not mine. Goodbye. If it's spiritual, goodbye. But you guys, our spiritual gifts can be a blessing, but we have to set terms to our blessings, to our spiritual gifts. Yes. So you could do that tonight, right? What are some things? What are some terms? What do you need to say? Because you guys, a lot of people, it's not muscle testing that I do. So I use intuitive testing, okay? Yeah. So Indian jewelry, are you still here? Yeah, if you feel so much anxiety and depression, it's the messenger, right? There's probably lots of emotional trauma, generational trauma, absorbed energy, Lisa, right? There's a lot of things that your body is trying to get you to pay attention. Yeah, so muscle testing, I'm certified in kinesiology and I couldn't figure it out. I was one of those special ones. So in my free guide, I do teach the body sway test, which is a form of muscle testing. I hate muscle testing because you're not testing your muscles. But the system that I teach in my $27 guide is intuitive testing, and it does test with a 99.9% accuracy. And so it works, right? It works. Okay, so we're going to be working with Indian. So I just need your permission. Jewel. Hi, Jewel. Pleasure to work with you tonight, Queen. I'm trying to pin you and follow you. Okay, so we're going to pin Jewel. So you guys, the keys that I teach you, they are just doorways to unlock your truth quicker. Because we all have the gift of intuition, the gift of a yes or a no. Our body speaks to us. So right? I was certified in so many holistic modalities, and there's all these huge elaborate ways to clear, to test, to get to the root. And it was just too much for me. And then when I realized that you can get a yes or a no instantly, I created the keys to literally unlock truth in seconds, because everything is in the keys. Literally everything, okay? Because I've certified in all the things separate. And it doesn't take 3 or 4 hours in a one-on-one session to be able to get to the root cause of something unclear, right? That's what I was tired of. But I base it off of God. I'm not your person, obviously, and that's totally fine. So if I don't resonate or my message doesn't resonate, like, I'm just not your person, and that's totally fine. All right, so Miss Jewel, we're going to work with Jewel, and we're going to use the keys. So just me. Does she need another key? Nope. That's still the absorbed energy moving through your body. So just continue to clear it. Unconditional love. Good job. Okay, and then hold on one second, you guys. Okay. So, Miss Jewel, we're going to ask which key. Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life? Past life. Okay, persecutions cross. So that automatically tells me that you have gone through some pretty hard traumas and trials in your life, Jewel. More than most. Okay? Do you have a take on mold in a home? Yes. I mean, there could be a spiritual meaning. You can ask, is the mold in my home, is it tied to just something physical, or is it tied to something spiritual? Okay? So you guys, intuitively, when you get your yes and your no, you can literally ask any question and no. It is amazing. So Jewel, the persecutions cross, okay? So one of my 7 keys is past lives. And so I have been helping a lot of women clear the persecutions cross, okay? This is being silenced in multiple lifetimes for speaking truth, okay? I had a personal experience that I cannot deny, where I was silenced for speaking truth in multiple lives, okay? My life was taken from me. And then in this lifetime is the lifetime that I'm taking all of those lives into this current moment, right? And I'm transcending all of those lives into this one moment, speaking truth, okay? So, Jewel, that's a big one. So how do you clear the persecutions cross, right? You just command that this pain in my body that's tied to the persecutions cross be cleared in all timelines and dimensions and space. And then I imagine, when I'm clearing this, all of those lifetimes coming back to me, all of my energy coming back to my body and being healed, being whole, being complete, speaking my truth, stepping fully into my power, okay? Having no fear, no more fear. So Jewel, are you still here? How do you let go of past traumas? I teach you a beautiful free way. It's in my free guide. Okay? And you can heal your past traumas in the most beautiful way in minutes. Okay? You just have to go to that little girl, Lisa, that 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old girl. You just have to go to her, see her, and tell her the truth. All right, Jewel, how you feeling? So unconditional love into that pain, releasing the persecutions cross in all timelines, dimension, and space. Okay? That's a big one. Does she have another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Generational key. And you guys, I teach all this in my $27 guide. Okay, January 1st, it's going to go up to $47, which will still be a phenomenal price. But I teach you all of these things in my $27 guide. And that's literally all you need to learn all the 7 keys, have all the charts, have the same system I learned. And I charge because I have the certifications, right? I have the qualifications. I have the truth, and I put them in a beautiful, beautiful guide for you. If you feel called, yes. If not, generation trauma. I am native. Ooh, so this is going to be a big one for you. From dad, the native side from your dad. How many generations back? 1, 2, 3. So 4 generations back, and you need to know the emotion. Yes. front page 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, gall. Gall, I keep getting that a lot. Gall. So, Jewel, you're just going to command that this generational gall that's been passed down be cleared from your body. And then just breathe unconditional love into your body and then clear it in all timelines and all dimensions and all space. And just see that leaving your body. Thank you, Rock. I'm going to pin your comment. Hey, Sandra. Right? It better be amazing. I just had my friend like redo it and make it a little bit more user-friendly with links so that you can get to pages quicker. So I'm excited to send out the update. But everyone will get the updated guide as soon as it's done. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. You guys, my mission is to wake up as many people as I can. And that's why I say get the free guide. Get the free guide. If you have no money and you need somewhere to start, get the free guide and share it with every single person you know. Share it with your mom, your dad, your brothers and sisters. If you don't have a gift to give someone, you guys, get my free guide, print it, and then give it to someone as gifts. You don't have to tell them it was free, right? Share it with everybody you know. These are keys that took me over 10 years just to get the keys, and I teach the keys for free. All right, Jewel, how you doing, Queen? Do you guys follow human garbage? Does anyone follow human garbage on here? Do you guys know who human garbage is? He's gotten pretty well known. Yeah. So I started following him when nobody knew who he was, and he literally does. He teaches everything for free. Like he would go to the beach and do these like movements to move energy, right? But anyways, now he's like has like a huge following, and I love that for him because he served and gave so much for free. So he's actually the one that like inspired me to give as much away for free as I could. And so that's why I have my free guide. And it is powerful. You guys, the breakthrough alone, I spent a whole year certifying in breakthrough. It is the same system that Tony Robbins. You know how people spend $350,000 to spend a week with Tony Robbins? So I mentored with a guy who mentored with him and took his whole program. It was a whole year to get certified in breakthrough. I give that to you for free in my free guide. And then on top of that, I give you all the 7 keys. I give you a way to test yes or no. Like literally that's all you need on a silver platter, okay? My $27 guide, it's a little bit more advanced. That's why it's called the Advanced Intuitive Testing Guide, right? We go a little bit quicker. We go really deep into the keys. We get all the charts, the graphs, and then I teach you about money blocks. So you guys, if you have not gotten my free guide and you're not sharing it with people, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're blocking healing for other people, because all you have to do is just share it, right? It's free. Yay, Sandra, I'm so excited. All right, Miss Jewel, how you feeling? There are more keys for you. Yes, Rebel. I know, I see these free guides. But here's the truth. You guys are going to get the free guide and you're going to freaking love it. And then you're going to want to get the $27 guide. It always happens. It always happens. All right, so Jewel has another key. Yes, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Generational again. From Dad's side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is multiple. Okay. This is an ongoing theme in the development of your family line. Okay. Past this life too. Front page, back page. So this is a big one, Jewel. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62. Worry. Thanks for joining my fan club. This is all biological father. So anything generational comes from DNA. Okay? Comes from the celestial and the divine and the physical from the DNA. Okay? So in my spiritual mastery course, you guys, we don't just talk about the physical strands. Do you know you have celestial DNA and divine DNA? Okay. That comes from the sperm donor, if he's not in your life, and the mother's egg. Okay. So I work with people who've been adopted, or they don't know their parents, right? And they have all of these fears, phobias, sicknesses, disease, money blocks, and it's from generation. But you can know. I know, BB, it's already getting crazy booked, and I love it. I love it, but it means that I need to give more information in a more convenient way so that I can free up my time, because right now is a lot. Thanks, Leonardo. All right, Jewel, does Jewel need another key for tonight? No. So, Jewel, how is your body feeling? How are you feeling? Lighter now that you cleared a lot of this generational stuff? And the persecutions cross is huge, Jewel. Like, that is huge. Okay, that alone, people clearing that is massive. Okay, that was a massive one for me when I cleared it. Because I had, you guys, when I was dealing with the persecutions cross, my chest, how did I learn to set boundaries? I had a spiritual mentor who taught me. So I worked with Robin Peterson. She's one of the most well-known psychic mediums in the world. She actually has worked with, I don't know if this is good, but she worked with the government, right? She worked with the government in preparation for like future things, like psychic medium things. She was incredible. So she was the one that actually taught me a lot, like a lot. And it was incredible. Like, her spiritual mastery course was so empowering. So you guys, when you learn from a teacher, right, you will turn around and teach from your personal experience, and people will relate to you and your message. Because the truth is that I will speak these truths to people, right? Like that girl. I could be your spiritual mentor. I'd love to join my spiritual mastery class. You guys, I'm not a cup of tea for everybody. And so somebody else is meant to teach them these keys and these gifts, right? But you will know, right? When the student is ready, the teacher shows up, right? Every time I was ready for my next up leveling, the mentor showed up, like right in my lap. So if you feel called, you can join my spiritual mastery class, and we would love to have you, right? Little Scholars is here. Nakia, she's in our spiritual mastery group. You guys, you will be more like family in my group. Then it's not just like your normal course that you just buy and you're done with, right? But you have to join the lives. I've had a couple reach out and they're like, oh, I feel like I'm so behind. So you got to get on the lives. We go live every Monday. Yes. So Jewel, how are you feeling, love? Yeah, but setting boundaries, you can learn everything in scripture, right? To set boundaries. We're told to set boundaries. We are told not to cast our pearls before swine, right? That's a form of boundary, right? Knowing when to use our spiritual gifts or our knowledge, right? Trusting our discernment, right? So lots of things that we can interpret into setting boundaries, consecrating our space, right? Asking and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be opened unto you, right? The mysteries of heaven will be opened into you when you ask. But God always gives precept upon precept. And so in my spiritual mastery course, it is precept upon precept. It really is just setting your spiritual foundation, not mine. So you guys, and Nakia can testify to this, I do not force my beliefs onto you. It is get to work for you to get your answers. It is get to work for you to understand your purpose, your spiritual gifts, your life's mission. Why are you here? What's your purpose? You have to get those answers straight from source, not from me. But I teach you a very beautiful, solid, foundational way how to set that up so that you know when you do get messages, first of all, who are they from, right? Second of all, no distortion, right? 100% truth. I do not allow anything in my energetic boundary unless it's 90 to 100% light. And if it's not coming in my circle. I've set and consecrated that for myself, and you can too, okay? And you can learn and do all these things on your own. Like, you don't need me. It's just that when you invest in a mentor, you get the results quicker, right? Gets you from A to Z quicker. And I love Nakia. You guys, Nakia was doing most of these things already. She's like, I already do that. I was like, you're incredible, right? You intuitively know what to do. A lot of times we just feel intuitive, like, I should do this. I should do this. I should pray this way. I think I should say these things, right? And then you hear other women who are intuitively doing the same thing. And it's just, those are what I call God winks. It's like, wow, you can't make this stuff up. Like, this is incredible. Oh, yes, Jewel. I just saw that one. My mom used to tell me that about the pearls. Yeah. I don't have anything of this nature on my For You page, and I know you landed on for a reason. Yes, BB. I feel like I already know you. Have you been on my lives before, BB? That's so crazy. I get so much deja vu on our spiritual mastery calls. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, Jewel is feeling a little better. Okay, that's good. I did see that one. And then where is the majority of your pain, Jewel? Hey, Hot Chocolate. I love your name, Queen. You guys, I have some people on TikTok with crazy names. I'm like, careful what you manifest. But Hot Chocolate is cute. Your spine. Okay, we're going to tap in specifically for your spine. So for those of you guys who just joined, right, we use the 7 keys to unlock truth because you've been lied to, right? You've been taught to silence your truth. Truth is just the messenger. So when I work with the keys, when I work with overall health, you're welcome. I will clear the keys first. So is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed? So we kind of just cleared those keys. Now Jewel is saying like it's specifically in her spine. So now I'm going to ask, right? Are there specific keys for the spine? So when I'm doing my own clearings, when I'm connecting and grounding, I'll clear the keys and then I'll go straight into the specific pain or the specific money block, okay? Or the specific problem. So for Jewel, we're going to ask, are there keys that will unlock the pain in her spine? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So the first key is generational. Okay. Is it from mom? It was from dad. Passed down generationally from dad. Do we need to know more? No. Does she need to know the emotion? Nope. So sometimes, you guys, we don't need to know. Your body's just ready to clear it. So Jewel, you're going to breathe into your spine, unconditional love, and you're just going to command any and all generational traumas, beliefs, emotions, right? This is generational. It's not yours, to be cleared from my body now, in all timelines, in all dimensions in space. And just breathe unconditional love into that. So then I'm going to ask the messenger, is there another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Yes, you too, Sandra. Thank you, Queen. Past life. The persecutions crossed? No. Is this karma? So this is karma. Does she need to know more? Yes. Good karma. Okay, this is clearing of some type of bad karma. Does she need to know? Nope. So then you're going to command, I command this karma that's stuck in my spine to leave my body in all timelines, dimension, and space. Okay? Which means in this lifetime, you've already learned, you've already transmuted the karma that you needed to, right? So that's been worked out. So now that can be cleared from your body. Does she need another key? Yes. Yes, I love it, BB. Like a week or two ago. I love that. Lopez, if you want the $27 guide, it's just linked in my bio. So when you click on my profile picture twice, it'll send you to my profile, and there's a link right there. Okay? All right. So clear this karma, Jewel, from your spine, that generational, all the generational trauma. Does she have another key attached to her spine? No. So that was it. Mercy, I still don't get it. That's okay. because you probably just joined. And you guys, thank you so much for hitting the hearts and sharing. Like this, we're good. We got to 60,000. That's incredible, okay? So I'm going to go through the keys one more time, and then I'm going to call it a night. But if you just joined, you have been lied to, okay? You have been lied to. You have been taught to silence your pain. That pain was bad. And they knew if they got you to silence the messenger, the one thing, right, that could set you free, that they can control you for your whole life. So key number one, you guys, there's 7 keys. I teach you the keys for free. Key number one is your body literally speaks to you through pain. Yes, Jewel. So I got there's not another key for your spine. So that, just keep breathing into that and clear that. And I'll be on the live for just a couple more minutes. So let me know how that feels. But yeah. So I got the free guide and the keys, but haven't been able to shift insomnia and pain. So Rhiannon, are you asking? Rhiannon, I'll test you, okay? Let me just go through the keys one more time and then I'll test you, okay? So key number one, you guys, is pain is just the messenger. When you silence the messenger, you silence your truth. And so the messenger just doesn't go away, okay? The messenger doesn't leave. The messenger just gets louder and louder and louder until you're dealing with chronic pain. Chronic pain. So I teach you how to get your yes and your no, okay? That is your intuition, your gift from God. It never lies, always tells the truth. You are a literal instrument that can test with a 99.9% accuracy. So when you learn how to test yes or no, you use the 7 keys then to ask which key will unlock my truth. Is this pain or money block or whatever that's wrong in your life? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed? And when the messenger says yes, you ask if you need to know more. And you just keep asking the messenger until the messenger said, nope, no more. And then what does the messenger do? The messenger leaves and takes the pain with them, okay? There might be multiple keys though. So the messenger leaves, but there's still some pain there because there might be multiple keys attached to the one pain area, okay? Does that make sense? So we're gonna do Rhiannon. Okay, we'll do Rhiannon, one more, and so she'll be our last one. So Rhiannon, okay, I have permission to test, so I just need your permission. And then you guys, thank you for following. Thank you so much for just tap that screen. Let's see how many taps we can get before this live ends. Let's see how high we can get and share. Okay, I have permission, yes. Jewel, I love that. You guys, Jewel is clearing the persecution's cross and lots of pain from her spine. She said, my crown turned bright white and the pain is releasing. Ooh, I am so excited. So excited to hear from you. This is huge. Thank you, Rock. Yeah, if you haven't gotten my free guide, you guys, get it and share it. Get it and share it. Okay, so Rhiannon, I have permission now. Yes. Okay. So we're going to ask which key to unlock this pain first. Physical, emotional, spiritual. So generational. Okay, for mom from dad, does she need to know how many generations back? Yes, 1 through 5, 5 through 10. 1. I am Heather. This is true. How many generations back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a generational, more than this lifetime, okay? Lifetimes back, generationally, okay? From dad. Does that make sense, you guys? Do you know that we evolve with our families, okay? Multiple worlds, multiple timelines, front page, back page. And time is not linear. So when you clear this lifetime, you clear all the possibilities. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61. Worry. So lots of worry in your body, okay? So you can clear this. Let's test this. We're testing the pain first, so then we'll do the insomnia next. Let's see, just me. Why did you stop and say your name? Oh, okay. So sometimes, you guys, I test really fast. So I test. My intuition, remember what I told you? You will learn what intuitively feels right. If you test too fast and you're off, your body, my intuition is saying, no, slow down. So then I have to ground, get my testing correct. Then I say, my name is Heather, I got a yes. And I'm speaking truth, and I got a yes. So then I know that what I'm teaching is truth. because that's the last thing you want to do is spread lies. So Rhiannon, you're going to clear. I command this pain. Okay, it's tied to generationally, lifetimes, multiple lifetimes to be cleared. Worry, all timelines, dimension, and space. Okay? Then we're going to ask, is there another key attached to the pain? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Does she have more than one absorbed energy? Yes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. You little empath. Rhiannon. Okay. You too have the gift of mirroring energy. It's so funny. There's always a theme when I do lifetimes. When I do lives. When I do lifetimes, that was crazy. There's always a theme, okay? So you can feel other people's pain, right? Guilty. But what happens, Rhiannon, is you have not set those terms and boundaries, and so people are just dumping on you. Remember, I told Jewel, she's like a free ride. Ooh, Jewel, she's going to make me feel so good. I'm just going to dump. Goodbye. And then you're stuck with all the dump. So, good night, Rock. Love you, Queen. Thank you so much for helping me too. So, Rhiannon, tonight you're going to set terms and boundaries. I'm no longer allowing anybody to dump their energy on me again. Okay? Ever. I will mirror the pain, but I'm not taking it on. And so you are going to clear. This pain is literal tons of absorbed energy, right? I kept testing 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So when I go more than that, I know that it's a gift and you just haven't set terms to that gift. So I want you to just hold your body's sacred space, and I command every single absorbed energy from this entire lifetime, all timelines, all dimensions, and all space to be cleared from my body now. And then see that pain leaving your body. And lots of breath. Lots of breath. Deep breaths. Does she need another key for her pain? No. So that will clear the pain. So let's tap into the insomnia. Love you, Rock. Love you, Queen. Okay. So insomnia. Lots of people deal with insomnia, right? Insomnia is we can't go to sleep because our body's trying to like move this energy, and it's like stuck. Right? Our head is spinning. We have lots of thoughts. Usually it's anxiety or depression, right? So this insomnia, is it physical, emotional, spiritual? So this insomnia is spiritual. Good night, Mercy. Hopefully you got my free guide and you know what we're talking about now. Oops. Yep. Yes, Jewel. You guys, Jewel is just clearing her little self tonight. She said, ouch, I felt sharp pains release on my side temples. Back pain feels so much better. Yay, Jewel. Mercy, I'm not leaving. Okay, good. Just saying goodnight. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. It's hard when I see messages and then the end of messages. Okay, so spiritual. This insomnia, spiritual. Is it the good? It's good. Okay. So the good means ascension, integration. So you're integrating right now. Your body's going through integration. That's where the insomnia is coming in. Does she need to do something specific? Does she need to say a prayer? Does she need to consecrate? Does she need to consecrate her bed, her home? Okay. So I would consecrate your home and bless your home, that it be a safe space. That when you walk into your home, it's almost like a recharging station, so that your energy can be grounded and charged. But that's what I'm getting. So a lot of this insomnia is just lots of integration, ascension. Okay. Can she no, this is with an actual prayer, Rhiannon. So this is with a specific prayer and intention. And it could look like this. I pray and consecrate my home, that the second I step into my home is a charging station. I surround my home with my spiritual family. Nothing can come in without me allowing it to, 90 to 100% of the light. I ask that my body integrate at a more easier process so I can sleep, so I can be restful, right? Something like that, but whatever comes to your mind. Okay. Does she need to do more for the spiritual key? No. So it's just a consecration. It's just a prayer. Okay. I keep getting consecration or prayer to help with your integration is what I'm getting. Okay. Is there another key for her insomnia? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So generational. Have you ever heard of fairy knots regarding the hair? I wake up with knots galore. Ooh, BB. Can I test for BB? Yes. Physical emotions. That is spiritual. But are they pixies? I got a yes, they're pixies. The mischievous pixies. Yeah, consecration prayer. So if you have, you guys, I love pixies and fairies. I know I came from a fairy realm. I just know that I was like a queen fairy in one of my lifetimes. But pixies are different than fairies, right? Pixies are more like the mischievous pixies is what I'm seeing. There's this guy on TikTok that I followed for years, and he would like show pictures. I don't know if they were fake, but he's like, my family were like, almost like in the movies where they came into this earth to like fight off like the fairy tale creatures that are real on this earth. And he was like talking about the little pixies, and like somebody recorded like a little elf or gnome like running through, but they cause havoc. Hi, Heather. I paid off my payment for the full. Will I receive it soon through email? What did you still not get it, Queen? Oh my goodness. You need to send me your email so that I can just send it directly to you. I thought I did do that, and I thought I checked. Let me write down your name again. I am so sorry. This has been a nightmare for you. Lorenz Armier. I will look at that tonight, I promise, and make sure you get that. All right. Rhiannon, how are you feeling? Jewel, I love that. Crazy, I had a past life regression and seen all my deaths. I was a fairy in one of them. I love that. You are so, thank you, Loren. I am so sorry why you have not got it. I need to check though, because I have realized some people with a different email that's not traditional, it's getting rejected. So I'll double check to see if yours was a different email. Okay, pain is still there, which is fine. Sometimes it can take up to an hour of integration, but you need another key. So it was generational. We tested yes for generational. From mom, from dad. How many generations back does she need to know? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is multiple generations, multiple lifetimes. Did we already test that? I think I already did. So you're clearing generationally, but we need to know the emotion. Oh my gosh, worry. That's a theme for the night too, worry. So clearing worry. Oh my goodness. We got a bot. Hold on, you guys. I got to clear the nude bot. We don't want to see your nudes, I promise. We're not those kind of people. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. Generational worry. This has been passed down not just in this lifetime, but it's almost like a looped pattern in this life. Oh man. That was so funny. So, generational, Rhiannon. Is there another key for her insomnia? No. Is there another key for her pain? No. So that's just going to be integration and clearing that pain. Okay. I would breathe, lots of breath, lots of, does she need water? Grounding. If you can go outside in the grass or the dirt, even if it's nighttime, and just put your feet on the dirt for a little bit, that's going to help ground and also pull some of the energy out through your feet. That might help with the pain. Loren, I will give you a reading, Queen. Not a reading. I'm not a psychic or a meeting. I will tap in with the keys since yeah, both generational. It was generational, spiritual, integration and prayer. Yeah, we did do generational for the pain too. Question, if the email you reach out to us is elevated, if I send you an article, will you get it? Yes. Yep. elevatedpath@gmail is my email. Ooh, just me. It's in the neck. Does she need another key for her neck? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. So it's absorbed energy. Again, just me. You're welcome. You're welcome, Rhiannon. It's the back nape of the neck. Yep, that's absorbed energy. You got it. Your body's clearing all the portals and spots that you little empath took on. You got to clear them all, and your body's just going to pull them up one at a time. You can ask your body to just pull them all out now and say, stop moving around, just bring them all out. Ooh, I love that, Jewel. I love the grounding mats. Okay, Loren, are you ready? You ready, Queen? Loren, I just need permission. So Loren, just say, I give you permission, then we can tap in. Okay, perfect. Do I have permission? Okay, I got a yes that I have permission. And then let me know what like is first priority. Is it overall? Is it a specific pain? Overall. I know it's because I have ADHD and I'm a manifesting generator. Yeah, so pray for protection and clearing the energy of your home. Clear the generational, and you should be able to sleep tonight. Yes, so you guys make sure you got my free guide. You guys, we got so close to 100,000. Like that. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hitting the love. Thanks for sharing. It makes such a huge difference. Okay. Okay, I want you to test when you consecrate a space. That does not have to be every day. Once a consecration is set, it is set in stone. It's almost like a covenant. Okay. That's why in scriptures, when they would consecrate things, like it was very sacred. But what you do need to do, Rhiannon, is clear the keys. So tomorrow, test, show me the first key, physical, emotion, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Okay, and just start doing that daily, clearing daily. Okay, Loren, first key is physical, emotional, spiritual. The good side, nope, the bad side. Demonic, unclean, a familiar. Okay. Loren, what are do you believe in like familiars? Yay, Lopez. So tonight I'm going to finish off with Loren, but I will be back on tomorrow. I just got a ringing in my right ear intensely. That's spiritual for you too. Divinity, I think you have a familiar in your room too. So, oh, you got the free guide. So you can do it with your intuition. If you're already connected to your intuition, you can totally do that with your intuition. Okay, so Loren. Loren, do you believe in like demonic entities or unclean spirits or things like of a spiritual warfare? Because a familiar, you guys, a familiar is a type of demonic entity that knows you. They've known you in this life before. They've known you generationally. Okay, they know your family. They're very aware of you. So does she have more than one? Yes. How many? Legion. So you have legions of familiars around you. And this is not to make you scared at all, because they're not scary, right? They're pests. They're just annoying. But they can cause you physical harm and they can drain your energy. And so we want to clear them. Are they connected to a portal? Yes. Okay, you guys, I'm just asking yes or no questions to figure out what Loren needs. Does she need to know the age? 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 5, 6. Did something happen at 6, Loren? Hi, Alan. Okay, so your parents divorced at 6. So that was probably a really big deal for you at 6, right? My parents got divorced and it was very traumatic. So does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page, back page. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62, 60. Okay. So at 6, the feeling or the emotion was worthless. So feeling worthless at 6 is when these familiars, these entities came in and they kind of anchored into you at a low point, right? You're only 6 years old. And so what we're going to do, what you get to do, is you get to cast these things out. So you guys, there's so many different ways to clear spiritually. You can do it in Jesus's name. You can do it in your name. But Loren, I want you to, good night, Jewel. I'm so happy for you, Queen. So Loren, I want you to just hold sacred space for your body. And sometimes when we acknowledge that those things are here, it's almost like they try to bind your tongue or they like cause pain. But I just want you to, I command that these familiars, these legions of familiars that are attached to my body, that they be removed immediately. That this portal that's been attached to my body be cleared immediately. That I become invisible, that they cannot see me. And I command any trackers or any devices to track me to be removed from my body in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. And then I just want you to see in your mind's eye the clearing happening, almost like a white light surrounding your body, and then clearing that familiar energy away completely. And then let us know, has that been cleared? No. Is that clearing? Yes. And then let us know how that feels. So you guys, I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I'm not a healer. I hold sacred space and I teach people the key so that you can do this for yourself. Because the truth is that when you have your yes and no, you can know exactly where your pain is coming from, when it happened, why it's there, and exactly how to clear it. Hey, Ginger, how you doing, love? How you feeling today? Are you feeling a lot better today? How's your Bell's palsy? Any flare-ups? And then if we can all, in your mind's eye, can you guys just say a prayer for Loren? Can you just pray for her that she will be surrounded by angels of light and love? That she will have the capacity and the energy to cast this out. Yes, Ginger, that makes me so happy. Loren, are you still here, Queen? Me too, I'm so excited. 4 weeks, can't come fast enough. How would you suggest a beginner not doubt their intuition? Okay, so this is where you get either my free guide or my $27 guide to learn what I do. As you practice the yes or no, your intuition's going to come back. Because eventually you're going to be like, every time I test yes, I feel this. And every time I test no, I feel this. But there's different types of clairs, right? There's feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and it's different for everyone. And so you will know exactly how you receive. Okay, Loren, how are you feeling? I'm going to just tap in and ask, has that been cleared? Oh, good, Loren. Okay, has that been cleared? Yes, 100%. Good job. Good job, Queen. Okay, so you guys, we're using the 7 keys. We tapped into Loren. It was spiritual. It was a familiar, right? We deal with spiritual warfare all the time, okay? But I'm not here to like make you fear like the movies, okay? It's very rare to have demonic possession like the movies. It does happen, okay? But mostly it's like physical pain and you can clear it in literal minutes, okay? So Loren's feeling a lot better. She's like, I can't explain, but I feel better. Yes, it's a lot of practice. It's just practicing every day and connecting with your intuition and then learning how to ask questions. Okay, as children, we knew how to ask questions. Why? And then people are like, shut up, be quiet, be quiet. So we have to decondition ourselves to ask. Ask all the questions and receive. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Hold on, I got to block some bots, guys. Okay, so now we're going to test for Loren. Does she need another key? Okay. Yes. Okay. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So the next key, Loren, is generational. You guys, in my $27 guide, I teach you exactly the same system I learned in Germany, how to get a yes or a no, and it's easy. Okay, I'm certified in kinesiology. That was hard. I couldn't do it. But the system I teach you how to get a yes or no and how to use all the 7 keys, okay, is what I teach in my $27 guide. I almost feel like crying. That's good, honey. Don't stop yourself from crying. Let yourself cry. That is a way for our bodies to release. So just let that come up. Okay, sometimes the second we unlock the truth, we just say it, the clearing happens. Hey, Tammy. So generational from dad. Does she need to know how many generations back? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Lifetimes of generations, lifetimes of this same thing, that it's a recurring pattern in your family, is ready to be cleared. Okay. 1 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, 23. Grief. Does that make sense why you wanted to cry? So you're just going to I command this grief. Oh, just me. I see you, Queen. Just me said, I cried when I asked all of the observed energies to leave at once. So you guys, as we clear, our bodies will cry. Sometimes they'll shake uncontrollably like a leaf. Sometimes we'll like throw up. Some people will get really hot, like sweaty sweats. Some people will get freezing cold. Some people, like, the pain intensifies and then it like slowly goes away. But your body knows exactly how to process. Yeah, or chills. Yep, chills. Are you getting the chills, Loren? So Loren, I command this generational lifetimes of grief that keeps getting cycled and patterned. I command that to be cleared now in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. I command that grief to leave my body now and to be transmuted into unconditional love, into all timelines, into all dimensions, into all space. That's been cleared? Yes, 100%. Good job, Loren. Does Loren have another key? Can we do another key for tonight? Nope, Loren, that was it. Huge. Spiritual familiars, legions, okay? Worthless at 6 from divorce. Thank you, Mercy. I love the money. Okay, feeling worthless at age 6 during the divorce. Okay, that's heavy. And then generational grief. So do you guys see that these keys, right? They're spiritual. They're spiritual. You cannot go to a doctor's office and they're not going to do labs and say, oh, you have generational trauma, you have spiritual trauma, you have absorbed energy. So these keys, you guys, they work. They're powerful. I've literally seen hundreds. I'm probably in the thousands now, actually, of people being healed, like miraculous healing. And all they're doing is allowing the messenger to speak. And as soon as the messenger says what the problem is, right, we learn. We don't spiritually bypass. The pain goes away and the messenger leaves, right? And so in my $27 guide, you guys, I teach you the keys with all the questions, with all the graphs, and exactly how to do this for other people too. Like your mom, your sister, your kids, your spouse. Ginger, I love that. So Ginger said, after you helped me, I noticed my stomach went down and it doesn't look as bloated. Yeah, that's so powerful, Queen. And you guys, I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm doing is teaching people how to remember. I'm waking people up to the truth that we all possess these gifts, that we all have intuition. It is our gift from God. You're so welcome, Loren. And Loren, I'm going to look you up in my Stan store right now and see what the heck's going on. And I'll just send it to you privately in my private email, Queen. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's almost 12:30 my time. I will be on tomorrow. I'm not sure when. Probably won't be till 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But it has been such a lovely night. God bless all of you guys. We got so close to 100,000 likes, you guys. Thank you so much for loving and sharing. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with all of you guys. So have the most beautiful, blessed night, and hopefully I'll see you guys on tomorrow's live. You're so welcome, Queen. Okay, bye guys.